It's the reigning AFC champs and the Bucs. Next on Madden Football.
Now we're about 5 miles northwest of downtown Tampa at beautiful Raymond James Stadium near Florida's Gulf Coast. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Baltimore Ravens and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Taking it about the 1. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Here's Brady to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And this is going to be a Bucs first down as he'll take this up to about the 33-yard line.
Second and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
Well, we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
Brady's throw there complete. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. That catch good for 5. It's third down. Now Brady. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes. That's going to be a first down. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And if you're wondering how fast he was going, Next Gen Stats clocked him at close to 21 miles an hour.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
But Charles, something we talked about last week, when you start believing whether you're in the midst of a special season or not. Well, now they're at 6-0. Are you still trying to tamp down the expectations in that locker room?
Well, to me, it's less about tamping down expectations and much more about not getting ahead of yourself as a team. And look, they've got to play each game individually, right? Many teams talk about being 1-0 at the end of each and every game each week. To me, you got to understand you cannot win the Super Bowl in October.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the second round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football in the backfield? To be able to get him in the second round, that's what I call a steal.
On first and 10, it's Dobbins. A little second effort there on the strong run. And then drop just inside of the 20. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
Partner, in our years together, we've never really run into a player that's admitted a doubt or a lack of confidence, right? But right now, I'm just wondering about that interior line, because on defense, they're starting to get manhandled at the point of attack. Do they have it in them to figure a way to reverse the tide? Because right now, they're running the ball at will.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Henry. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. 3rd and goal, Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. J.K. Dobbins with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
Yeah, the man out of the backfield gets in for the score. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So why go for that there? First half, you could have tied the game at 7. Why try to get the lead?
Feels like an analytics call, doesn't it? That's starting to really get into the game where they're studying where you can make extra points and the whole deal and, get an advantage. But I don't know that we have enough data yet to really say this is the right play or the wrong play. Maybe in 2 or 3 more NFL seasons.
Could change.
Exactly. 2 or 3 more NFL seasons, they will have a much better study and much better case of what we're going to do.
On 1st down, Brady. This one complete to Scott Miller. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Now Brady. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a 1st down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Brady's throw complete there to Evans. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. On 2nd down, it's Jones. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front. And this is caught. Touchdown. Wait, hold a second here. Flag down. Let's see if this will stand. So erase the red zone score. They'll have to dial that one up again.
And you know how difficult it is to strike in the red zone because things are a little bit more condensed. You got to go back to their play chart and see if they can dial up another one.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Shotgun now for Brady. That's complete. It's Chris Godwin. Heck of a broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23. To throw again on 2nd down. Brady. And this is caught by Evans. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Brady now to throw. And that is incomplete.
And I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
On the return, Devin Duvernay. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And this is caught inside the 5. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Derrick Henry, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens have taken the lead. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get them over the goal line.
And I guess that makes up for the earlier missed 2-point try here to get them to 14.
Yeah, that aggressiveness, it reminds me a lot of when basketball first adopted the three-point shot. And people were starting to realize that 3 for 2 was really starting to work for them. In this case now, maybe the 2 for 1 is coming into play in the NFL.
Back now comes Tampa Bay. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
That throw by Brady, incomplete. Looking back to the air on 2nd down, it's Brady. He finds his target, it's Evans. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Again, it's Brady. And he comes back with one complete. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Throwing now is Brady. Open man is Miller. He's got it. And he is going to have a Bucs 1st down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. The drive stays alive. A 3rd down gain of 8. He rifles one that's intercepted.
Picked off by J.C. Horn. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
1st down and more for Jackson. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a 1st down. To throw is Jackson. He's to the 10. This is caught. It's Brown. And did he get in? No. Down at the 1-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. They'll try to run with Dobbins. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. J.K. Dobbins as the first half is winding down. And the Ravens will extend their lead here just before halftime. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
And we'll see what they opt to do with just 14 seconds remaining until intermission.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Brady. And he's got his big tight end here. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. So we have reached halftime. Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half.
Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. Duvernay going to sit on this in the end zone, so it'll come out to the 25. The Raven offense set to start this third quarter.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll run with Edwards here to begin the drive. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too. Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball-controlled football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Derrick Henry. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option.
The broken tackle couldn't create a ton of space. He'll be taken down just beyond the 35-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. They go play action now. Jackson. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And they get 10 yards there and convert on 3rd. A first down carry for Henry. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2.
Again, it's Henry. And he's going to be met at about the 43. And we're going to have a break in the action. As you can see, Mark Andrews is yet to get up. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Jackson looking to throw on third. Eluding the pressure right. He dumps it off for Henry. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Dobbins going to take the handoff on the option.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Henry out of the pistol. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
53 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
They keep it with Henry on 1st down. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. And now Jackson will look to throw it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
This defense, so many things to worry about in the red zone area, but you'd have to almost think that Lamar Jackson running the football, that might be number 1.
It should be number 1, and in this portion of the field where things shrink a little bit because the receivers can't run past anyone because they'll run out of real estate, you should have all eyes on Lamar Jackson when the ball is snapped and try and keep it back in the pocket.
Yeah, I don't think that they were surprised he was running it there. They just couldn't stop him, and he ends up in the end zone.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Brady now on 1st down. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Here's Brady. He sets up the screen to Jones. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. To throw is Brady. Looking downfield for Godwin.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Another solid game-changing play for this defense with the interception. At this point, though, I don't know that it's game-changing. I mean, they've got this one in firm control.
And you always hear about, those stories about someone left their game plan behind and maybe you benefit from it. I'm not going to say that that happened, but they certainly have appeared on defense to be a step ahead this entire game. Guys are always in the right spot in order to make a play.
The offense has had its moments, too. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. They'll run it again with Henry. Oh, fighting off the defender. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be corralled right around the 34.
And even 100 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. And the busy night for Henry continues. And running with power here. Gets by him, and now a little daylight. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Still fighting for more. And between the last 2 plays, they've moved it over half the length of the football field.
An option handoff here to Dobbins.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
J.K. Dobbins.
His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season.
And the Ravens add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told.
And it's finished off by a touchdown run from J.K. Dobbins.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call.
Ali Marpet, the guard, caught there.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Brady going to throw.
Able to find Jones.
Oh, he shifts past him. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. Now Brady doesn't like the formation here. He'll take a timeout, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Hey, Mike 52, Mike 52.
Brady. Johnson's got it complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. How about a 39-yard pickup? They'll take it. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game.
Options galore here, 2nd and a few inches.
Now Brady. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
And they get Tristan Wirfs, 1st-round pick in 2020.
Here's Brady to throw.
That's complete to his running back, Evans.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. One final try now for Brady.
A check down here to Jones.
And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all